We have here the Brut Rose. This is a flagship of Aurora Cellars. It's a wine that we've been making for years, and we've been making in this style. We like it to be just off dry or brut, so it has a nice touch of residual sugar that's barely even noticeable. So it's nice and crisp, and it's very easy to enjoy with or without food. And obviously it has that pink tone to it. So that's actually from red that's blended back in order to get good, stable color. I really like making this wine. It's enjoyable to just play with year in, year out. This is actually done in a tank fermented fashion. It still makes it a bubbly wine, even though it's not done bottle fermented. But we really like the notes on it, very fruit forward, strawberries and cream. It's a beautiful wine to drink and just celebrate every day. GRUNER VELTLINER. This is a wine that's gained a lot of notoriety in Michigan over the last few years. Being that it originates from Austria, that's actually a really good indicator that it would do well and grow well here in our climate. It's a really fun wine to make. It has a lot of interesting nuance when it comes to the aromatics. You can do a lot of different things with it. It pairs well with a lot of foods. It resembles a Riesling in a lot of ways, but also almost like a Sauvignon Blanc. You can go in a lot of different directions from both a winemaking perspective and for the consumer from a pairing perspective. It's a wine you should really have fun with, explore year in, year out, see how much it changes, because we can do so many different things with it, but it's also really reflective of each and every vintage. So every single time a new vintage comes around, it's always worth buying a GRUNER just to see what it's like that year, because it is so very reflective of the environment it grows in as well as that year. We have here Cabernet Franc. Cabernet Franc may actually be Michigan's biggest and boldest red wine that we can really produce consistently. It has really big tannins. It's got a nice, good, lush mouthfeel year in, year out, regardless of vintage. It's a really great wine to pair with just about anything. But Cabernet Franc being what it is, it's a little bit lesser known. It's not Cabernet Sauvignon. It is actually a different variety that has some unique notes to it. It has a little bit more of a green edge, which I think actually adds a depth, some dimension to it. And I recommend that people try Cabernet Franc year in, year out and age it. See how it develops over the years. It's just a beautiful wine right now as it stands, but it's just going to keep improving over time. It's going to soften out. But Cabernet Franc, I think it's just going to be getting more and more notoriety over the years, and hopefully it just keeps winning more awards. So enjoy.